Aha, we're working. Sorry guys, technical issues this evening. The new live creator studio failed me this week. I was supposed to be able to go on there and post through free pages, but Facebook is having a bit of a breakdown tonight and that's not working. So I'm a few minutes late, but I'm here. So things look a bit different now to me because I'm in a different screen than I was a few minutes ago. So if anybody's joining me tonight, I don't know whether I'll be able to see. If anyone's joining, just give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you can see and hear okay. At least I then know it's working on this alternative section. It's great. Facebook produced something really fantastic, the new Live Creator Studio, and then you have nothing but technical issues with it. We'll see if I can actually see any comments. I can see that you've joined, Rachel. If you can hear me and see me okay, just give me a thumbs up just so that I know it's working. I hate technical issues just as you're about to go live. Don't they always happen? Just as you're about to go live, just as you've organized all your notes. Brilliant. So I'm assuming that means Rachel can hear and see me. So, okay, so it's going to be one of them nights tonight. You're just going to have to bear with me and laugh along, I think, because I sat down. Hi, lovely lady. Hi, Rachel. Fantastic to see you. I'm just going to keep moving my notes out of the way. I've got them all strategically positioned so that I don't forget to do anything tonight, because I really want to give you good value tonight, and that's probably the most important thing to me. So you're about to go live, you're assuming everything's going to be okay, and then you realize that you're going to be on for a while and you better go to the loo before you start. So that's point number one. Then you come back thinking all you're going to do is press a button and technical issues, and then you've got to change what you're doing. So that's just business and just technology, isn't it? You just have to accept that that's going to happen. So for those of you that don't know me, I am Mandy Nicholson, and I am a creative genius consultant, and I help innovative female entrepreneurs to launch or develop and grow their creative business and make more money. And that's really what I want to talk to you tonight about. I put a lot of thought into how I am going to deliver these trainings each week for you on my business page, because it's really important for me to be able to give you value so that you can get to know me and what I do a whole lot better. That's what it's all about, isn't it? So hopefully sit tight, get yourself a drink and just enjoy what you're going to learn tonight. You can watch it again on replay. There's going to be some valuable information in here for you tonight, because what I want to talk about tonight is really some big stuff. And that's business perception versus reality at the moment, but in general. And I want to answer this one question that I get asked so many times, and never more than right now in the current climate. And that is, how can I make lots of money, Mandy, and really earn my worth? And I do get asked that an awful lot. And sometimes it trends, and it is currently trending at the moment that I get asked that question. So I think there's this, and this is where it comes from, isn't it? I think there's a perception out there about business, particularly online businesses. But in business in general, I think we all have a perception of what's happening. And that's where this live came from, this perception that I have discussions with people about business all the time. And there's a huge perception around business in general, in that when we see somebody doing really, really well in their business, be it on the high street, be it online, be it in any other environment, we assume many, many things. We assume that it's easy. We assume that maybe they've had a leg up, maybe they've been helped by wealthy parents. And I've had this discussion a lot with small business owners and service people who I go to. So they've had a leg up by somebody, or that they've been really lucky and hit it big and had a lucky break. And actually, that's never the truth. And then also we see some other businesses who look like they're struggling, and that isn't always the truth either. So I wanted to bust a few myths tonight in this live and then talk about how you can make more money and the sorts of things that you really need to understand. And I want to give you some examples around that. And what's really funny, and this is freaky, and there's a lot of freaky things happening to me at the moment, is that because I'm a business coach and my mentor is a business coach, we are often really aligned with our message. Now, I'd planned this live well over a week ago, because I always plan my lives a month in advance, and any of my clients that work with me will say, yes, she does. We've seen her diary. Oh my goodness, I'm getting an update on Adobe whilst I'm actually speaking to you. You won't be able to see it. I don't think that I can. What is happening? New MacBook, weird Facebook Live things happening. There you go. I'm back. So yeah, my mentor and I are often really aligned, and I planned this live over a week ago, and then she delivered a similar one last night, and I always think like I'm doing the same as her, but actually it was already planned. So I'm just going to go with it. So I'm going to share with you tonight my insights into the types of business models that are out there, the myths and perceptions, and the pros and cons around each and every business model. Now, I'm not going to cover them all because there are hundreds of different business models. I'm going to cover 4 key ones. The 4 key ones that I really understand are the main ones and the main drivers. And I know there's lots of additional ones, but let's talk about the 4 main ones that are out there at the moment. So let me first start by breaking down some of these myths. So when you see what other people are doing, how does it make you feel? So you see somebody really successful, that you perceive to be really successful. They're earning 7 figures. They seem to have a huge following on social media. Everything they touch turns to gold. It's like the Midas touch. And they seem to be just perfect, impenetrable, absolutely rocking it in the business world. How does that make you feel? And this is what a lot of my clients experience, because that can actually bring with it an awful lot of imposter syndrome. You're looking at somebody else who's really successful, and you think that you could never be that good or do that well or earn that much money. And this is where perception versus reality comes in, and where I sort of wanted to talk about the title of this live tonight, because a lot of the time, many of these people, they're faking it till they make it. They are projecting an image until they actually get there. And they usually get there, and sometimes they get there. Sometimes they're successful. But that's part and parcel of the marketing and package that they're putting together. So understand that not everything is always what you see. And then the small business that apparently just is ticking over with a few small products that isn't making a big hoo-ha about themselves may have something really on point that's just working for them and bringing in income that's creating real success for them, but they don't market it in the same way as the person who appears to be really successful. So all of that is just a picture being painted by the people who are involved in creating it. And what you've not got to do is to compare yourself to some of these people, because it can be soul destroying in terms of your business. So what I want you to do, if you are in business, thinking about going into business, have a business where you want to make more money. And this is the question tonight: how can I make lots of money and earn my worth? I want you to really consider what it is you do, what that business model is, and how you can add additional income streams to it, because it's become very apparent in the climate that we're in right now that what many people thought were sustainable businesses have turned out to not be that way. And it's never been more evident right now what it takes to be abundant and successful consistently, even when disaster happens. And that for me is all about income streams. And the more income streams that you have, the more successful, sustainable, and robust your business can be in times of trouble like we're in at the moment. So that's the first thing. How can I make lots of money? My answer to that initially is, how can you create lots of income streams? And successful people will have several, if not into tens, 20s, 30s, hundreds of different income streams coming in. So if one stops, if something dries up, if something happens that stops one income stream bringing in revenue, they have other income streams that are still doing that, and it's not a complete disaster for them. So that's the first thing. So I want to talk you through the business models as I see them, give you some examples within those business models, and talk to you about the pros and cons within each business model so that you really understand it. And that means that then you will understand how you can add additional income streams to the revenue that you currently have coming into your business. So that's kind of how it's going to go. If you want to ask any questions, and I can't see anything live coming up, I'm just going to scroll up. Oh, I have got some questions and people there. Hi, Dawn. And hi, Claire. Sorry I'm late. It's okay, so was I. Hi, Debbie. For everybody that said hi, I won't keep saying hi to everybody, but if you've joined, a big fat hi and welcome. You're learning loads tonight. So I'm going to talk about the first business model, close to my heart, one that I love, and that is the product-based business model. And in the product-based business model, you are the creator, the designer. You are creating a product that you sell. And it is then down to you. So your skill is going to lie in creating the product and then selling that product. That's where your main revenue is going to come from within that business model. So it's your idea, it's your product, yeah, and there are many pros, and those are some of the pros within the product-based business model. It's yours. You are the creative. You are in control. You are in control of the quality. You are in control of the output. You are in control of everything around that product that you have created. So maybe you make handmade cards. And they're beautiful, and you are charging a premium price for them, and then you've got a place where you sell them. So let's talk about the cons that come with a product-based business model. The product-based business model can have many cons, and I don't necessarily like calling them pros and cons, but you understand those words. They're more things that can hold you back and things that can take you forward, rather than pros and cons. So the problems with a product-based business model is that it's sometimes a high cash investment initially in creating and producing the product, particularly if you're producing that product in volume. You are generally the chief everything officer. You do everything because you are the creator, the designer, the maker, and then the salesperson. You have got great skills and great knowledge around creating and building your product, but not necessarily great business knowledge, marketing knowledge, branding knowledge, so that you are lacking in those areas. And if you are investing a lot of money in creating the product, you maybe are not investing a lot of money in this up here, the business knowledge, the strategy that you need to really take that business into, how do I make lots of money, Mandy? I'll give you an example here of somebody that I worked with, and I'm going to call this person Jane. And Jane makes beautiful, stunningly beautiful, bespoke, upcycled chairs and furniture. They are stunning, and you'd really want a piece like that in your house. It's a considered purchase. And when Jane and I worked together, one of the first questions I asked Jane was, how many chairs do you need to sell to meet your ideal income target? And she said, I need to sell about 25 chairs a month. And I said, can you upcycle and create 25 chairs a month? And she said, no, I can't do that. It's not physically possible. So we were instantly in a situation where the beautiful product that Jane made was not something that was ever going to bring her the business goals, monetary business goals that she really wanted and needed in her business. So that was number one. And this often happens in product-based businesses, whether you're making those beautiful handcrafted cards, or whether you are making beautiful bespoke baskets of sweets and chocolates to deliver to people in their homes. When you are making something, it's time consuming. And you are exchanging time for money as well as product for money, because each piece takes time to make, which means it's not as easy to leverage. And it doesn't matter how many thousands of these products you sell. And yes, you could train somebody else to make that product as well. And you could be the quality controller and you could train somebody else. However, there's a cost involved in hiring that person to train them. There's a cost involved in training them. So it's a very costly thing, having a product business. And then you've got to really know how to brand, market, and sell it to generate enough income from that. Now, so if Jane was making 25 chairs a month, she would have no life. She would have lots of money, enough money, meeting her business goals, but she would have no life, because all she would be doing is just constantly working on the product that she was making. That's the pros and cons of a product-based business. So that's the first business model that's available that I think is quite key when we're summarizing them as 4. And the second one, number 2, the second business model is affiliate or network marketing. So a product marketing business. So you are actually selling somebody else's product. It's not your product. So in affiliate marketing, you are selling a product and taking a commission on selling that product. And in network marketing, you are selling a product and building a team and taking a commission. So they're both commission-based. Very different, but commission-based. One involves building a team, one involves building a reputation. So a great example of this in terms of an affiliate marketer is a lady called Antonella. She's called the Uncensored Reviewer. And I don't know whether any of you have seen her. She's great. You have to watch her. She's just hilarious. I think she's from Manchester, somewhere like that. And that's why I like her, because I recognize the accent. And she is an affiliate marketer. And she sells products from Amazon. And she takes a commission if she sells lots and lots of products. And she's hilarious. And she will do anything. She's a big lady, and she'll sell anything from skimpy bras to makeup to hairdos, and she'll actually video herself trying them all. It doesn't matter how ridiculous she looks, and she just doesn't care. She doesn't take herself seriously. She has a laugh at herself, and she's built an amazing following, an amazing personal brand. So she's got hundreds of thousands, millions of people following her because she is the brand. She's the reason that people go and watch her selling products, and she makes an awful lot of money. And the reason people love her is that if she doesn't like something, she just calls it out as shit, and she just really does. So you've got no chance if she doesn't like your product. If she likes your product, people trust her because she's prepared to call out the products that aren't great. So she's got a huge reputation. So to be a great affiliate marketer is about building a massive following of people who really trust what you are saying. It's nothing to do with the product or the commission. It's about a personal brand. In network marketing, there are similarities, but also differences. In network marketing, It's about knowing how to build a great following and personal brand, but also how to recruit and build an amazing team who are motivated to make money for themselves and therefore make money for you. Because as a network marketer, you earn money and commission from the product that you sell that's somebody else's, but you also earn commission from your team's sales. Now, the pros in both of these is it's really low investment and you can get into that business really easily and really quickly. It's a low entry and low investment. There are no worries around product distribution or product development because they are somebody else's product that people literally click a link and buy them and they're delivered straight to the door. So you have none of those worries. It's a lot easier and financially less committed to get into. The cons are it's not actually anything to do with the product that you're selling, whether you're selling, let's have a think about some of the network marketing brands out there. So like Tropic, skincare products, Lime Life, makeup and skincare products, Temple Spa. There's lots and lots of network marketing. There's nothing wrong with network marketing. It's a great business model. Forget pyramid schemes. Everything's a pyramid. Everything. Every business is a pyramid scheme. It's about your personal brand and your team leadership and team development skills. Those are the cons. So each business model has its own pros and cons. It has its own benefits. It has its own things that let it down. But ultimately, it's all about branding, marketing, and selling, and personal branding. So number 3 in the business models is a service-based business. Now, a service-based business is where you are an expert and you are offering a service that you're exchanging for money. So a great example of this is website design. It's something that not everybody can do and that you will highly likely to outsource if it's not your area of genius. You're going to look for somebody who's really good at it in order to build you a great website rather than try and learn those skills for yourself. And that's the reason I've used website. And it can be many things. It can be, lots of different things, but I'm going to use website designs. And I'm going to use that because my example for this is my nephew, Nathan, who is my digital artisan, my tech guy, who can build websites really, really well, but finds it terribly mind-numbing. So he's got this great service-based offer that he can do that not many people can do, and he can do it really, really well, and that's build websites, but it does not fill him with joy to be able to do that. And you're also exchanging time for money. So it might cost you £3,000 to have your website done, but that website provider, the person that's offering the service, is going to have to work X amount of hours doing very technical, boring stuff in order to deliver you a great website. It's highly likely you're going to get loads of pickiness and loads of difficulty. So the pros are in this business model, the service-based business model, is that you are the business. And it's really hard to leverage because you've got the expertise. Again, you could hire somebody in and train them how to do some of the work, but there's a cost attached to that. And there can be a big cost because you don't get paid until the job's done sometimes. You might get something up front and then get paid the rest when the job's complete. So there can be a lag in bringing income in. So that the cons are, you're in control, but you're tied to one thing, and you're exchanging time for money, and it can be restrictive. But again, you are the business, and it's all about brand and marketing. Then finally, the 4th type of business model is an information-based business model. Now, information-based business models are normally people like coaches, teachers, counselors, authors, exchanging information for money. And this can be a fantastic area to work in if that's your, I'm just going to scroll down, see if I've got any more comments. Oh, love. Hi there, Tracy. I've just noticed you there. I'm not going to say hello to anyone else, but so information-based business model, coaches, counselors, teachers, exchanging time for money. So for instance, a coach may charge an hourly rate of, let's say, £200 and work 10 hours a week. Well, 10 hours a week, 10 1-hour sessions a week is not 10 hours a week work, because you have to prep for that session and after that session. Each one is at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. So 10 hours a week is 20 hours a week. So there's only so many sessions that you can do in a week, and you're exchanging time for money. So it's really restrictive. You are the business. The business is you, where you're exchanging time for money. And I have worked with a lady who I'm going to call Louise, who was a teacher, really, really, really good at what she did, fantastic knowledge, knew what she was doing, and decided she wanted to work with organizations and people to help them to develop their businesses. However, what she was finding was that she was spending an awful lot of time to get anywhere near her business financial goals. And that's what happens with a time for money business. She felt very frustrated. And also, she was a great teacher, but not great at branding, marketing, and selling. So she had this great product, this great service that she was offering, all this information that she put together, had even written a book, but had no clue how to generate sales. So the pros is, you're doing what you love and you're good at, but the cons are, you are the business, you're exchanging time for money, and you might have great expertise and knowledge, but you may be lacking in the business side. So there's a gap there. And what happens when there's a gap there lead to you thinking, I'm never ever going to make it in this business. I'm never ever going to be able to make enough money. And this is why I get asked this same question again and again and again. That question is, how do I make more money, Mandy, and earn my worth? Because I've got frustrated women out there that are really knowledgeable, filled with expertise, have fantastic products or great services, or even really quite good in network marketing, but just don't know how to take it to the next level. So what I'm going to say to you is, have you noticed a common thread when I've been talking about those business models? What have I said quite regularly is that you are the business, branding, marketing, and selling. Those are the consistent things throughout all 4 business models. When you are a product-based business, you are the business. You are making the product, designing the product. You are the chief everything officer. And if you are going to change your business success, therefore make more money, you have to become the chief executive officer and take a different view. You need to become the CEO and take a completely different view of your business. Because if your business is all about you, you will never be able to leverage it. You will never be able to grow it to the extent where you want it to be. The same goes with network marketing and affiliate marketing. You have to build a banging personal brand, know how to sell and market that, know how to build a team before you can really leverage that business, because you are the business. You are still the business. You're the face of the business. So if you're an affiliate marketer and you don't go on to your lives or your video streaming and sell your products, you ain't making any money. Nobody else can do that for you because you've built the brand. It's all about you. So you have to then look at how you can bring in additional streams to what you've already got. Then your service-based business, your websites, that you can only build so many websites, this exchange for time and money again, and you've got to become a great marketeer. So the common thread is branding, marketing, and selling, and not being the business. Because if you are the business runs you. You don't run the business. You have to become the CEO and allow the business to run itself while you keep a view of it. And the only way you can do that is by bringing in additional income streams and looking at your business model and the structure. So what you don't want to be is tied down and the business running you. So let's talk about adding additional business streams. And this is where we go back to perception and reality, guys, that I started with at the start. These people that appear to be doing really, really well may well be doing really, really well. But if they are doing well, they're doing it because they've got more than one income stream. So if you have a product-based business, let's take the product-based business. I have a product-based business. I also have an information-based business, all connected. Let's take the product-based business. If I'm making a product, and I paint paintings, yeah? So I make a product that I sell. So if that's the only thing I did, I'd be very poor right now. So, and I can't teach anybody else how to do that because that's what I do. Now, if I made, let's say, the handmade cards, although I could teach somebody else to do it, there is a cost involved in that. And it's very difficult to leverage. However, I could create a training program to teach people how to make handmade cards and sell the training program and the cards. Guess what? We just got two income streams coming into that one business. So I can make the cards and I can teach people how to make the cards. Similarly for Jane that I mentioned, who upcycled furniture, she can upcycle the furniture and teach people how to upcycle the furniture, creating another income stream. Then you can ask yourself, what other skills and talents do you have that you can then bring into that business? So let's move to the next model, the affiliate marketing and the network marketing model. How do you bring another income stream into that? A lot of people would be really confused with that. Now, I've worked with ladies who have been there before, and one of the questions I've asked them is, what are you really great at? What's Antonella really great at? Building a fantastic personal brand and attracting people to her and building a huge network. And your network is your net worth, always. So why don't you teach people how to build a personal brand and build their network? There's an additional income stream. Create a program or a training or a teaching that teaches others how to become as successful as you have in building your personal brand or in building your team. That's how you start to think about additional income streams and making more money. In the third business model, I talked about a service-based business. And I talked about my nephew, Nathan. And this is one of the challenges I set with my nephew, Nathan, right from the start is, okay, building websites can make you money. You don't enjoy building websites. Why don't you teach other people how to build websites for themselves and you consult on it? Then you are still sharing your expertise, but you are building an additional income stream into your business that may actually overtake the business, the service-based business that you've got. You're no longer exchanging time for money, you're exchanging expertise for money. You've changed to an information-based business, and all of those three businesses can change to an information-based business where you're exchanging knowledge for money, because what you know is really valuable. You know how to make that product. You know how to deliver that service. You know how to attract that network to you. Then that is valuable. It's really valuable for the people who do not know how to do that. And where you've got information-based businesses, you've got value. But what all of those businesses need to know is how to brand, how to market, and how to sell what it is they're offering, because you can have the best business model and the best multiple income stream plan in the world and still not know how to brand it, market it, and sell it. So it's quite a complex area of business. It's not as easy as you think. And this is where the perception versus reality comes in, because it's not easy to go into business. First of all, you need to decide what you're going to do and which business model you're going to follow. You need to decide how you're going to do it. You need to decide how you're going to educate yourself to be a CEO, because that's what you need to be successful, make enough money and make multiple income streams. And you need to decide what those multiple income streams look like and how you create them. That's a lot of work. So the perception really is just that, it's perception. People you perceive to be successful are not successful by chance. They are not successful because they've been given a leg up by rich parents or an inheritance. They are successful because they've worked really, really hard at understanding what they're really good at, creating multiple income streams, and becoming great at branding, marketing, and selling. And all of that takes an education. If you invest £10,000 into producing your product and zero into how to become a CEO and be a great business person, you're not going to make a lot of money in your product-based business. If you invest loads and loads of money becoming an expert in your service-based business so that you can build the best websites ever, and no money in branding and marketing and selling and becoming a CEO that can leverage a business, you're always going to exchange time for money, and you're always going to be limited in your earning capacity. So when people ask me the question, how do I make more money, Mandy, and earn my worth? The first question I ask back is, let's break down what it is you actually do at the moment. Let's have a look at that. Let's break it down, see what that looks like, and see where there are opportunities within that. And very quickly, the ladies that I work with realize that they've got to change what they do in order to hit their financial business goals. And I don't mean completely what they do. I would never stop being an artist or an author, but I have actually 9 income streams coming into my business, and most successful people will have 7+ coming into their business. Why? Because nothing is 100% watertight. So what I want to do tonight, I've got no call to action on this post. You know where to find me if you want to book a strategy call, but I would like to help you out right now in the situation that we're currently in. And I'd like you to ask me as many questions as you want in the comments, although I haven't, I'm just having a look at that. Christine Smith, sounds like me and my CIC company. I'm struggle with everything you've mentioned. Right, okay. So here's what I'm going to offer there, Christine, is I would love to be able to help some people out with what their biggest business struggle is right now. So I want you to message me on this business page, on Mandy Nicholson business page, not on my personal page, because honestly, I've got a lot going on at the moment. As most of you know, if you've been following my story, there's a lot going on in my personal life. So I don't want to block up my personal page messenger with anything other than personal messages. But if you've got a business problem right now, one business problem, what's your biggest business problem? Drop me a message in the business page and tell me what it is, and ask me a question, and I promise I will come back to you. It might have a few days delay with all that I've got going on, but I will come back to you and give you my best answer, honestly, on where I think you are now and where I think you could go. Because there isn't a business out there. There is not a business out there. I don't care whether you are selling handmade greetings cards or chocolate bars, or whether you are selling websites or funnels, or whether you are selling Tropic skincare, Temple Sparking skincare, Lime Life makeup. It doesn't matter. Or whether you are selling 25 years experience in teaching, or 10 years of learning to be an awesome coach. Doesn't matter what you're selling. You have got to learn business strategy, branding, marketing, and selling, and a strategy for multiple income streams within your business in order to give you the earning capacity that you want to have, that's within your business goals, to give you the security that you want and desire, and the freedom that you want and desire from your business. There is no other way to do it. There is nobody that ticks that box and all of a sudden goes from selling 100 products a week to 1 million products a week, unless they're very lucky. And luck doesn't factor into it. It's perception versus reality. It's always hard work that's factored into it. It's always about creating an amazing personal brand and network, and knowing how to market and brand and sell your product and service or yourself. And let me tell you, the one common theme throughout all four is that you are your brand. You are your brand. You are the most important thing in your business, no matter what it is that you do. And how you present yourself, how you communicate, how you show up, all of that is vital to the success of your business, whether you are selling that greetings card, that website, that upcycled chair, or a fitness program. Whatever it is that you are selling, you are your brand. And you need to brand yourself so that you can create multiple income streams in order to give you the financial goals that you want out of your business. End of story. And that's a fact. So anybody that you see out there that's telling you that they're a 7-figure coach and can guarantee that they will triple your sales or 10x your sales, look into them before you believe everything. Remember, perception versus reality. Are they real? What are their results? What are their success stories? Find out before you go but do go and have a look and invest in yourself, because what you invest up here will pay dividends in your bank balance. Don't go and invest £20,000 in a product-based business without investing the same in your education to become the CEO of that business. And that's how to approach business. Do go into a low-risk business, but also invest in yourself so that you can understand how to make the most of that low-risk business. If you're going to go into network marketing or affiliate marketing, you still need to understand how to be a CEO of that business. So that's my message tonight. Inbox me on Mandy Nicholson, Creative Genius Consultant business page. Tell me what your biggest business problem is at the moment. Ask me a question, and I promise I will get back to you within a few days at the latest and give you my best answer. Thank you all for watching, those of you that have been here. Sorry that I haven't sort of picked you up individually, but I will go back and answer all your questions individually after I've finished the live. Sorry about the initial technical issues that happened with Facebook. Thanks for that, Facebook. It's good to know you've got my back. And I have loved speaking to you tonight, as I always do. And I look forward to talking to you again next week. And next week, the plan is that I talk about how to generate free leads using social media. That's the plan. Let's see what happens. You never know what's going to happen in a week. So I will see you all next week, same place, same time, with some more really good information to help you with your business. Have a wonderful week and have a wonderful evening. See you then.